Hello, Pedro Polos here. It's another lovely day. Good. Quick one. Most people get angry with us because maybe they called us, we do not reply back to them for whatever reason. The the thing is that it's not as if they are particularly right or wrong. And I had an issue this week that somebody was angry about me that he called over and over again. I did not respond back to him as at the time that he wanted to. The thing is that I was busy. I was I had a lot going on at that particular time that he was calling me. Then I replied back when it was convenient for me. I may have even done the same thing before in the past to other people. I believe so, even though I cannot tell at the moment. However, what I'm trying to say is that just for the fact that you have done a particular thing for me does not mean that I will be at the on the run whenever you give me a call whatsoever. And then when you believe that you are so perfect, my suggestion is that you check your ways at time as well because you may not be all that as you may think because that's life. Nobody is perfect. And at the same time, we often complain about other people as humans. This is very common among us, and we have that tendency of complaining every now and then of what other people are doing or not doing. But mind you, we are not very good at maintaining relationship. Being a friend to you at times may not be easy on the other end because if you keep having these demands that are not necessary, that are that turns out to be flimsy excuse at times, it becomes even unbearable to be a friend to you. So I'm asking you tonight that you check your ways as a person. And this is not an apology. I'm not in the business of doing apology when I'm not wrong. If I offend you, I am not sorry. I'm not hiding it, and neither am I trying to be funny one way or the other. But I'm just being honest here. I'm not in the business of apologizing because una too they do this thing. Una too they do and may we talk through. You don't tell others how to live their life. You understand? You are the one that knows how to live your life better and we accept you for who you are. And I believe that that is what most of your friends are doing as well. You have no right, or I don't think anyone has given you or anybody else that liberty to tell others on how to live their own life. And mind you, most of them are the fuck up. So I'm cutting down on my bullshit because it has been giving my time to some people will no longer be like it used to be in the past. I think we have come of age, even as friends, if you are my friend, and it's time we do the right thing on both ends because most of you do not even respect time. You don't respect when one take out time out of his life to do some things for you. You bring that meaning to that thing that they say that when you do free thing, when you give somebody something free, for the first time you create appreciation, for the second time you create anticipation, for the third time you create expectation, and if you give somebody that same person something free, for the fourth time you create a form of entitlement or dependency. And if you do that same thing, if you give the same person free thing for the sixth time, or when you refuse to give it to them on their demand or request on the sixth time, you create a form of resentment in their mind. And that is what I happen to experience this week. And I'm bringing it here online. Yes, washing my dirty linen, and I'm telling, I'm being petty, and I really do. So what am I saying? Most of us have to really cut down on our bullshit. We really, really need to do that because some people that we give our time to are not worth it. And the earlier the better we understand this and we cut down on it, the better it is for every one of us. And it's not true because you have been a friend for a very long period of time that that friendship must go on. Because if friendship happens to be toxic, it is no longer necessary. You understand? So we should do the best that we can in correcting that as well. So that's exactly what I mean or meant with the idea of cutting down on our bullshit. And today is the day that you have always wanted to do what you like, what you believe in, live in your truth, as most of you will even say. Today is the day. There is no need postponing it. You have to do the right thing, whether they like it or not, and live your life to the best of your ability and pursue your personal happiness, which is something very, very important. And like I said, if I have offended you in the past, I'm really not sorry because even if you complain that you probably called and I didn't respond back immediately, and when was the last time we actually heard from each other? It means even me taking my time to call you back means nothing to you. And I don't think life is that bad, even on my at my end, to warrant that kind of treatment from you that claim to be a friend. So I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it, and I don't think going forward, going forward, things I'm gonna give that opportunity to anybody anymore. I don't think it's necessary in any shape or form at all. And yes, what is even friendship? Friendship is very, very important because I happen to know in the past few days of time that networking is important. We can't underestimate any of those things. A friend said that relationship is your best form of wealth, which I believe in seriously because when the chips are down, you really need to contact those that you can count on, and they will be that are happy for you, and we do whatever it takes to make sure that you get back on your feet. But not everybody can do this, and we can't do it for everybody as well. There's no gay saying in that. There's no need beating around bush in that. We are not perfect. I, for one, am not. So I don't think anybody out there is. But treating each other with respect is something that is very, very important, and nobody is irreplaceable. We can't just be pretending as if we are irreplaceable. There is nothing anybody else can do about us. Take for instance, Two Face and his dear wife Annie Dibia. At least based on what Two Face posted on the social media, that they are separated and there's divorce on the way and everything. And a lot of you got angry. Well, which to me seems very emotional. And it's not as if marriage being destroyed is something that is interesting for anyone. Nobody wish for anything like that. But at the same time, I think we should be free to do our thing. And I don't necessarily think, using this as a case, I don't necessarily think that Two Face has done anything wrong by wanting out of his marriage, despite the fact that we know how they started, or the little that we know about them to the best, that the one that we know as the general public, one would have expected that they continue in the relationship and maybe make it last forever, which is a beautiful thing. But what if that relationship has turned toxic and they are both not happy or enjoying the relationship anymore? Will it be a good thing that they continue? And we'll leave that as a question for you. If you are angry that he has to come up on social media to announce it to the world, and even for his dear wife, what if putting an end to this marriage might be the best thing that ever happened to her in the world? What if she or her own is no longer happy in that relationship as well? So at times when we feel emotional about something and we really want to tell others how to live their life, we should endeavor a little bit to take a step back and really, first of all, ask ourselves if we're in a position to do or say something like that. And secondly, try to find out what is actually good for the people involved in that kind of situation or in that thing. So we are not always right all the time. We live our life with our flaws and everything. And just as we like to give ourselves the benefit of a doubt, we should do our best as well in giving others the benefit of a doubt, even though we do not like their decisions or whatsoever. So it's a quick one today. I really don't want to take much of your time and everything. I had this in my mind. I really want to pull it out. And this video may not even be useful to you. You might even be asking, why the hell am I saying these things tonight? But I really believe that if we call ourselves friends, not only is it expected that we watch out for each other, we should also give ourselves that benefit of a doubt that we give ourselves to others. And above all, because others are friends to us doesn't mean that we have the means and the power to control them. And especially if they have not given us the social capital to be able to use that. You are a friend, you are not my elected official that have given that political power to rule over me at a time. And even that, we change our politicians when their cycles or term in office are over, just like you yourself know. So before you want to add buzzing to your friends, think twice. Before you want to add buzzing to your family members or whatsoever, think twice about it because nobody need an a-hole around them and nobody like being treated in a way that is not actually correct or that that person should be treated, you know. So these are some of the things that I really want to share with you tonight. And beside that, how's your week been? How's it been? How was your day? How are you doing? And what are you changing this year? It's February, 1st of February. I mean, on my part here. And we are agreeing this very year that we are not going to take advice from anybody that that person is not even applying to themselves as well. And let me know in the comments. Let's share with us. Have you ever been in a situation like this that you had to start giving an account to your friend why it was not practically possible for you to call them as at that particular time that as they would have expected? You were busy. How do you maintain relationship with friends that are like this? Of course, the friendship might have come a very long way. It's not as if you didn't respond back to them immediately because you had something against them or you just don't want to. And that has not been the record that you have with them. So at times these things are difficult. Relationship is really hard at times. And it's not as if this is not even an intimate relationship. And it's not as if we have business going on that I'm not responding to. But shit happen. These things happen, and it's difficult to manage at time. But at the same time, my advice to you is that even you as a person start cutting down on this bullshit because to me it's bullshit. And I don't think it should be tolerated, neither from my part to you, and neither from your part to me or to anybody else. So let's be better. Let's get things straight. Let's live the best of our life, and let us learn to live in being in service to other people, but not to the detriment of ourselves. So some friendship must not continue until the day we are no longer here on earth. Some friendship, in real sense, in my opinion, gets to maturity, and that chapter of our life has to close, especially if it's some of friendship that has turned toxic and is dragging us back. We don't need that. We don't need that going further. And I want you to treat yourself way better than that and put an end to it. I really, really will encourage you to do that. I really, really will encourage you to do that. So check, take a stock of how your friendship with others has been. If there is a place that you need to improve, improve on it. If there are things that you need to stop, stop it. If there are even some relationship that needs to come to an end, please do. And don't feel sorry for doing that at all. Don't feel sorry or feel bad for doing that. Stay strong and go on with your life with your head on your shoulder and your head high up. You know, that's it. You own it to yourself. You own it to your family, and above all, you are accountable to yourself, not to anybody else. At least that is what I really believe. And say what is on your mind. Don't be bullied in any shape or form. Don't be afraid of anything. And most of you, this is not usually my video, not the thing that I do. Yes, but I think it's right. It's high time that we learn to create boundaries and put limits to something. So from time to time, reactional video like this are going to be coming from from yours truly, Pedro Apollos, because it is really, really necessary. And these are real life issues. After all, what do? We are not just here to talk about scientific stuff, to talk about what happened in the east or west and everything. We live our daily life, and some of this shit happen as well. So, how do you manage your friendship? Let me know. And I really want to make this video really, 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 really short and nonsensical, however you want to define it. But how do you manage relationship that has gone from positive to toxic? Do you put an end to it straightforward? Do you do something else? You know, I am not perfect. I don't even know how to handle things like this. That's the reason why I've come up here to ask you tonight. Let me know. Share some ideas. What have you done in the past when a friend became buzzing and tried to tow you around? You know, let me know. Let me know in the comments. Share with us. We can all learn together. And that's the purpose of what we do here. Okay. Until next time, then, stay blessed and be good to yourself. I love you all. Love you guys. Ciao, ciao. Bye.